Hey, welcome back to Take a Step, week number 5, your final week. This is the shortest video, but in some ways, it's one of the most important. We saved the taping of this video to after 10 of us from the church went on a mission trip to Haiti because we thought there might be some things that we would learn in Haiti that might help us with this video. And there really were. We went to a beautiful country, filled with amazing people. We joined them for worship. And sometimes we worshiped on our own with the help of a diesel drum. Maybe we should go back to the Haitians. In Haiti, we saw the projects we as a church have supported to help the people earn a living. We saw the goats. And the gardens. And the tree farms. And we found ourselves struggling with the question of how do we help? How do we help a people whose lives are so different from our own? What should we do? Should we do anything? All the questions we have could all really be summed up with one of the most important questions. What does love require? I mean, what, after all, is love?
Well, it would just be this unconditional feeling of just forgiving people, and I guess you can't really use love in the same sentence, but just that never-ending attitude of always helping others and looking out for people.
I would say just like compassion and caring about other people, even if you don't really have to.
Being willing to put someone else's best interests ahead of your own, maybe?
Love is, define love. My wife is over there smiling at me, but I would have to say love is the caring relationships you have with other people.
Forgiveness.
It's giving up yourself without expecting to be repaid.
Love to me is doing something that would be more difficult than anybody else would expect you to do and go beyond what your capabilities are.
Define love. Being there for somebody no matter what.
I think the people from church did a pretty good job of summing up what love is. They talked about the sacrifice. They talked about not looking to your own needs, but looking to the needs of others. Those things that we heard on Sunday in 1 Corinthians 13, love is patient, love is kind, it does not boast, it's patient, it perseveres, love never fails. In Sunday's message, we talked about the difference between loving people through relief and loving people through development, and how we were confronted with that question, and we're still confronted with that question as we ask ourselves, how do we help out in Haiti? How do we as a church connect to those people that we've met? And this question of relief versus development, as we talked about on Sunday, it's a question for us as individuals too. Because a lot of times we can get into the habit of church just kind of being a relief type thing. We plug in for a short season and it makes us feel good and we walk out, but it doesn't really change our life. It gives us relief for a day, it maybe makes us feel good for a couple of days, but we find ourselves trapped in the same old patterns. We find ourselves doing the things that we've done for years and years and years and years, things that don't draw us closer to God, things that are all about us and our addictions and wants and needs and things that just focus us inwards. So the encouragement as we finish up here is to reflect on what does it look like for you and what does it look like for me to use church as a place of development. For some of us, that will be plugging in to life groups beyond the end of Take a Step. You'll have an opportunity to look at those options in your groups in just a moment. For some of us, that's not a realistic option. We're going too fast through no fault of our own, right? We have children, we have jobs. To plug into a life group outside of Sunday isn't realistic. But there's other ways that we can use church. Maybe it's by helping out on Sunday mornings, by sacrificing to give some of your time or your talents so that the ministries of the church can go forward. Maybe if you are one of those really busy people, it's taking the time to follow up on the messages, to go back over the Bible verses or to start reading the Bible on your own. And for some, maybe those of you with really small children, you don't even have time to do that, but it's just taking time to take a break, take a nap maybe, so that you can have the energy to love your kids and love your spouse and love the people around you. So are we going to use church as relief? Or are we going to allow church, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit to develop us? That's the encouragement. So 2 final questions to take a step. Question number 1, am I ready to take a step to deeper development? And then the second question is a follow-up is, what does that look like for me in this season of life? How am I being called to develop as a Christian? How am I being called to grow? It's different for every one of us. We're all on different journeys. We're all at different seasons of life. But reflect on that in your small groups as you reflect on love and you reflect on this idea of what love truly is and what it requires of all of us. I hope you've enjoyed Take a Step, and I hope you enjoy your discussion tonight.